Black Ram 313 back at it again. You know why? It's because this is therapeutic, man. Back again with another video and another therapy session. Today's topic and title proper is the 5 types of thoughts and how to spot them. Before we begin, as an introduction, a quick personal story. As a young man on the west side of Chicago, riding up and down the street, trying to get numbers, hollering at different chicks, particularly the bus stops. This would be a common occurrence for the fellas, a pastime. I had a particular buddy who was able to spot a thought with an eagle's eye from miles away. Now, he never gave me the particulars, the specifics on how he was able to spot a ratchet. However, he did indicate this one thing. He would always look down at her shoes. Well, actually 2 things. But the number one thing, he would always look down at her shoes. And if they were kind of dirty, kind of raggedy, for him, that would be one indicator. The second indicator out of many, it was more than one, is if she would eyeball him back. They call it reckless eyeballing in the game of the PIs, if you know what I mean. But if she eyeballed him back, that would be one of the indicators for him to shoot his shot at her. So today, the methods have changed. I don't have that information, that knowledge to share with you that he had, but I have my own ideas on how to spot a thought, because it may not be as apparent today, may not be as subtle today. And some of these that I'm going to mention are quite obvious. Nevertheless, we're going to talk about them. So I have a list of 5 thoughting ways, or 5 thought indicators. And then we're going to go into exactly not only the 5 types of thoughts, but how to spot these types. Now, my first list on the 5 types. These are the 5 different types of thotty dotties. The number 1 type, the most popular type, the type that can be seen more readily, more easily, and more commonly, is the Insta thought. You know, the girl on the Instagram, the woman with the social media accounts. The most common. Now, I understand that many people have a social media account. That's not necessarily indicative of thoughtness. However, if she has above 500 pictures, and she calls herself a model, or maybe even a queen, that may be an indicator. Not necessarily of promiscuity, but how about attention thoughting? And she's on every site too. She on the book, she on the gram, she tweeting, she on YouTube. She's everywhere. Everywhere you go, you see the same, you know what I mean. And she in every group too. Almost all of them. The social media thought. And number 2, the club thotty dotty. Now understand, before we get into this here, that 95% of the ladies in the club shaking it in a circle, dancing. 95% of them are in a relationship. Oh boy at home waiting for her to come back from the girls' night out. 95% of them. But there are particular ones in there that are more ratchet than others, particularly the one that's on the dance floor dancing with everybody. You've seen her. I mean, she dancing with everybody in the club. She's so social. She's so friendly. She also has a very, very, very friendly vag as well. It likes to meet people. New people in particular. The vag likes to make friends, new friends. The club thought. And even if she is not loosey-goosey like that, many of them are there for attention. Again, attention thoughts. She's there to be looked at, to give you a feast with your eyes. She wants to be the candy. And although she's in a relationship and she's not necessarily there to meet somebody new for the right guy, she'll go. Yeah, she'll go for the ideal guy. Oh, yeah. See, it's like this. She'll deal with the guy who she believes is worth the risk. Oh, yeah. The majority of females are like this. Again, not necessarily looking for a particular guy, but for the right guy. She will put herself out there at least to see what's going to happen, to see what he's about, to see, again, if he's worth the risk. And at the very least, she'll make friends with him. So there are certain things that a gal just cannot resist. If he has height, looks, and money, and the ability to keep her interested, she's going to give out a number. Yeah, she got a boyfriend at home. Oh, yeah. But for the right one, a particular one, a unique one, the guy that has it all, right? All bets are off. And if she meets this guy, either she'll cheat on her man with him through occasional hookups, or she will try to monkey branch to him if he's showing her enough interest, if he's showing her that he wants a relationship. Mr. I'll steal your girl. See, the club is the showroom for female infidelity. And again, most women at the club, they have a man, but she's looking for that exceptional one that she may take that risk with and leave you to latch on to another. And this is why, buddy, your girl still goes out on the regular with her friends to a club or a lounge and just out. Always prospecting, always looking. Number 3, the dating site thought. You know the chick that's been there for years. For years on POF, Plenty of Fish. For years on Tinder. You always see her. Now think about this. You mean no man has interested you enough to get off the site? No man has interested you enough to be in a relationship with? Nah, see, what it is this, buddy. She's the type that is available always for new men, multiple men. She's addicted to new and more. She's a full-time dater who enjoys the thrill of meeting new guys. She has so many options, which for her is so much fun. It's a thought's world. It's built for her enjoyment. She's always on the net looking to meet new friends, right? So she says, right? Friends with benefits, anyone? Anyway, pushing along to number 4. These are the types of thoughts now. Number 4, the sugar daddy thought. The thought for the sugar daddy. Now she's looking, of course, for that dollar. She's looking for an older man. And that older man is looking for her to make him feel young again. Back in the day, I knew of some old men, more than one, more than two, more than a few. I would hear the rumors that these old men would literally pay just for a sniff. Literally. Just to sniff. Just a sniffer. I even had a female friend with benefits once tell me that of an arrangement that she had. And this arrangement was simple. She would go over to this old man's house and clean it up. That's what she would tell me. But I know, within reason, right, given her personality, that not only was he paying her to clean up, he was paying for a whiff and a sniff too. I know, sounds weird, right? But trust me, it happens. Sugar daddy with sugar baby. This is why she likes older men, because older men will pay to play. Now, this same sugar baby or sugar daddy thought, of course she has a young man, but she has that old man with the cash in his hand, and she goes after them in particular. Moving along to number 5. Talking about the types of thoughts now. Number 5 is the I'm too busy for relationship thought. The hookup girl. Too busy, huh? Nah. She busy with work and school, right? Nah. The reason why she claims to be so busy is because she has a team. And many guys fail to realize that women have multiple partners too. In rotation. She has a main guy or guys. And then she has a hookup guys. And last and least, she has her attention guys. You know, the guys who are always liking her pictures on social media. Yeah, those guys. And number 6, talking about the types of thoughts. I said 5, but I'm going to add another one. Number 6. So I have to change the name of the video. Anyway, number 6, right? The yoga pants thought. Yeah, I said it. The yoga pants thought. Now, you notice in today's world, you can't tell the difference from a professional lady of the night from just a regular chick. You can't tell the woman who is A, at church, B, working downtown in the corporate office, and C, later of the night. They all dress the same, not to mention act the same and have the same appetite, right? No different from the corporate to the professional night walker from the average college girl, right? Their ideology is the same, and their past and history is the same. The numbers may vary, but at the end of the day, those numbers will be high. Anyway, getting back on point. So you have the yoga pants thought. Now, these are the women who you see walking down the street. And their goal is to let you somewhat see the shape and curvature of every crevice that she has. She's trying to give you a revelation of what she looks like. And some even have the nerve to wear white yoga pants. No undies. It's wild, right? I like seeing women in yoga pants. Just not my woman. In fact, if she has yoga pants on, then guess what? That's not my woman. Plain and simple. But I bet your girl can wear yoga pants, right? I bet she can. And the only reason why she's wearing those yoga pants is because she's trying to court the eyes, the attention of another. It's advertisement. And why advertise something if you're not selling it? So when she gives you an excuse of, oh, these are comfortable. Well, I just like wearing this. No. That is for the naive, the lame, the simps to believe. Because she is advertising. What she dresses like, what she goes out in, it is an advertisement. Now, a woman who is not in the market, or should I say on the market for a relationship, why would you advertise such as if you are? Why look the part? You don't see people who are not doctors wearing a doctor's uniform. You don't see the police or those who are not the police wearing a police officer uniform, right? So why are you dressing like a single hottie thottie? Good question, right? You need to ask your girl, why is she still advertising and she's already been sold and bought and committed to you? Don't believe the excuses. She's advertising, wearing the makeup and the outfits and getting the implants to attract the highest mate, the highest value of a mate possible, even when she has a mate and she's using her body as the bait. Ain't that out of place? Again, remember, 95%, not only of the women in club, but the women you see walking down the street, has a man somewhere, some sort of boyfriend, many times even a legal marriage. But she's still on the gram. She's still on the book. She's still in the yoga pants. She's still tweeting 35 to 45 and still at the club and still at the lounges. Got a man, but she's still in yoga pants. And she's not even in a class like that either. Again, why? Because for the right guy, she's always available. Despite her situation, she's always available for the right guy. This is called hypergamy. And hypergamy is defined as a term used to describe to a phenomenon called marrying up. It's a term used in social science for the act or practice of a woman marrying a man of a higher caste or social status than themselves. And we know with social status comes monetary and financial prowess. She's looking for the come up. So she's always advertising. She's always available. And in her mind, she can always do better. Now, moving along to the next part of the discussion. We talked about how, or the types of thoughts. Instead of 5 types, 6 types of thoughts. Now moving along, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to spot a thought. Now some of these things are redundant, talked about those in the types. However, it bears repeating. So point A, how to spot a thought. A, she always dresses for attention, no matter the occasion. You've seen her. Keisha at the funeral with the tightest and shortest dress possible. At a funeral, Keisha? And at church on Wednesday night. And at choir practice. And at Sunday school. The tightest and the shortest dress possible. Inappropriate as hell. At the corporate meeting, the tightest and shortest dress possible. Always. She's always looking for that type of attention. An indicator of a thought. Point B, tats. Tattoos, piercings, bald on the side. Why is this so? And how is this an indicator of being a thought? With the tattoos and the piercings, there's a spirit that comes with that. She's doing guy stuff. She's trying to show that she can not only appear, but behave like a dude. And in doing this, 9 times out of 10, she's trying to match the libido of a dude as well. She's trying to sow her wild oats, although she doesn't have oats to sow. She looks like a woman, but she's trying to behave just like men do. Beware of that. Point C. When she has no kids and just one job, but says she's so busy. Now, she's not even going to the gym on a regular, but you're so busy. No kids, one job, but you're super busy. And this is because she's a juggler. She's juggling bippies. That's why she doesn't have the time. That's why she's always tired. That's why she doesn't have the energy. She's a player. She's a juggler. She's doing her thing. Again, this is how to spot a thought. Point D. She's never ever in a long-term relationship. You meet her 1 year. She's single. She gets in a relationship for a little while. Then it's over with. Then 10 years later, you run into her on the street. Hey, Keisha, how you been doing? It may be a couple of years later, but she's still single. Habitually single. But she's not really single. She just has not committed herself to just one man. Now, how can you be dating for 20 plus years, Keisha, and never have a workable relationship, a reliable relationship, a long-term relationship, Keisha? Now, I know you're going to say, Keisha, you're going to say that ain't no good men out here. That's what she going to say. Oh, yeah. But there's one factor, Keisha, that you are discounting. You've dated many men over a period of time, and none of it worked out. The common denominator, Keisha, is you. That says more about your character than anything that out of all of these men out here, you haven't found anybody worthy or good enough. But we know the real reason, right? The real reason is because you are unstable, Kiki. That's the real reason. You like to ride the carousel, Kiki. Oh, yeah. In and out the house, right? In and out your life, right? That's how you live. That's how you get down, Keisha. Point F. How to spot a thought. She is super friendly, extra smiley. You know the type, right? Always waving. She's so friendly. She's touchy-feely. She's so social. She's fond of everybody. She knows everybody. Can't walk down the street without her knowing this person and that person. She knows so many people. She's so popular, so friendly, so nice, smiles all the time. And that's because she's so inviting. But the reason why she's so inviting because she wants so many experiences with different menses. That's why she's so friendly. That's why she's so touchy-feely. That's why she's so popular. That's why she knows so many people. Because she's had so many associations. Again, associations. That's why she's friendly. Again, a friendly vag as well. That's one of the reasons, or one of the ways, I should say, that you can spot a thought. Point G and last. The last one. And the last one is, right? Now this is a different one from all the rest now. I'm just trying to figure out how I phrase this. The last one is, the last one I want to say, a stinky booty. Yeah. A stinky booty is an indicator of her thoughtness. Yeah. A kitty is odorous. Malodorous for sure. It could be due from much seed dumping, if you know what I mean. Various guys, right? Leading to her being malodorous, right? Now, kitties are sensitive. In fact, so sensitive, the kitty will always tell a story for her. And not only tell a story for her, tell a story on her. A lot of times, a stinky kitty, a funky booty is indicative of a loose vag. A stinky vag. It says volumes. They say pictures speak 1,000 words. But that kitty, a stinky booty, tells 1,000,000 words. It tells on it. It gives her secrets away. That thing is very sensitive. These are the ways that you can spot a thought. The 6 types of thoughts and how to spot them. Just something for you to be aware, to keep your eyes peeled, to look for these subtle clues and sometimes not so subtle clues. But pay attention to details because they do lie, speaking of Keisha and the succubus. And they're very clever at it. But I'm here to uncover all of that for you. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Also, in the description box will be a link to my Black Ram for Vengeance channel. And also my Patreon page. And if you'd like to donate, in the description box also is a PayPal link. Until next time, stay well and red pill. This is Black Ram 313 and I am out.